What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been quite a while since I've uploaded any new content. I've been so busy the last couple of weeks, but I finally have some time and I'm going to try and get some more stuff up. The channel returns with a brand new series and I'm really excited about it. For the first time ever, I'm going to be playing MLB The Show. This is a franchise that I've been wanting to play for so long, but since it's been a PlayStation exclusive for years and years, I've never been able to play it. I play Xbox, but it's finally released on Xbox, and I couldn't be more excited to try it out. It's been so long since I've even played a baseball game. The last one I played was Major League Baseball 2K11. That was the last baseball game I remember them making for the Xbox. So I think I'm going to be pretty rusty in this, but I think I'll be able to pick it up fast enough. Since I've never played MLB's Road to the Show mode, I'm not really sure how it's going to play out. So if the videos seem a little inconsistent or like they change on how I'm editing them, it's just because I'm trying to figure out and perfect the best way to edit the videos for this series, so bear with me on that. So without any more delay, let's hop into my very first Road to the Show career, the career of Kyle Graves.
MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher, what are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you could trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them. And they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Midland Rockhounds and the Frisco Rough Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now to bat, Kyle Graves. First pitch of the AB on its way. In there, 0-1.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. We played an inning, still 0-0. Next to stand in is Nate Mondu, and they're runners at the corners now.
Nate Mondu.
Ready on 0-2. To short. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Rockhounds are out in front, 1-0. First pitch of the AB now. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Nate Mondu.
Hey, we got 1 here.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. A dive, but he's back. Now here's the first offering. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a flare out toward right center. Gelman onto the grass. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now. Tying run from second. 0-2. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Right to him. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. 3 to this point. Calabwig over at second. Ironman at first with no outs. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Colin Thoreau.
Hey, we got 1.
The 1-1 home. Oh, and it's Taylor made to short. 6. 1 there. Back to first, but it's right over his head. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. Reaching on an error. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Kyle Graves. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, guys, that is game 1 in the bag, and as I predicted in my intro, it was pretty ugly. Batting was okay. I got on base once. I got 1 base hit, but my fielding is atrocious. I highly anticipated not being able to grasp the mechanics of the gameplay right away, playing the field, but I promise that will get better. I will improve on that. And that's it. Game 1 in the bag. Let's move on to Game 2.
Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Midland Rockhounds and the Frisco Rough Riders. On him, Dan.
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Grounded back up the middle. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play. Next up is Kyle Graves. Here's the first pitch to him. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took Game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into Game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
0-2, here it comes. And a half-hearted attempt that time. Up next, Kyle Graves. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. McDonald is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Next, here is Colin Thoreau. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit out toward second. Fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Hey, one time, right now.
First offering.
Get up, bro. Get up.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Leody Taveras. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning.
Base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Here's the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as well. And now here is Sam Huff. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit in the air down the right field line. McDonald is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired.
A comfortable victory.
15-2 the final tally here. The Midland Rockhounds came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. James Nail earned between the Midland Rockhounds and the Frisco Rough Riders. Is Florida gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win games.
And we'll just leave it there as ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, here is Kyle Graves. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt.
So a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring up Sam Huff. He's set, and the pitch. In there, now the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
That is not what I wanted to do there. Total fumble of the controls.
First pitch of the AB on its way. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrated pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Digging in next, Kyle Graves, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the AB now. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Tavares leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. On the ground to the left side. Reined in. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
7-5 tonight's final. Midland took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Dalton Jeffries earns his first win of the season. Jason Barr was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. As our coverage comes to you from the AA Central. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Frisco Rough Riders and the Midland Rockhounds.
Hey, nobody wave.
Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
The 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
Vimael Machine is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Wenzel is under it as he puts it away for out number 1. And now Chase Calabwig. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. On the ground up the middle. And there's out number 2. Now into the box, Lázaro Armenteros trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. 0-1 the count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Ball 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Rough Riders are out in front, 2-0. Ready now is Danny Dunn. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Ball and a strike.
1-1.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. And as he punches him out there, he collects his first Double-A strikeout.
Well, I'm sure that feels good, and maybe he'll keep the ball or something, but you know his sights are set on a lot higher than Double-A ball. Figuring out how to strike out a lot more guys at this level as he progresses in the minors will be one of the keys for him reaching the big leagues.
In now, Cody Thomas, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to hit is Nate Mondu. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hernandez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. The Rough Riders lead it 2-0. And stepping in, Brian Paquette. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Into center field, line drive base hit. Standing in now, Cooper Goldby, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Hernandez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Armando Montes. He doubled his last time up. Rodriguez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Now it'll be Vimael Machin. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Wenzel is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rough Riders are out in front, 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Chase Calabweed. Ready to deliver, here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Behind 0-2 now. No one out with a runner at second. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. A line shot to third base, and the runner gets back, no double play. So now here is Danny Dunn, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches. Second.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, second home run early in the year, and it's now a 5-2 game. To the plate now, Cody Thomas, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it on to first, and there were 2 down. At the plate now is Nate Mondu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. At the plate now, Brian Paquette. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. The Rough Riders lead it 5-2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be the catcher, Cooper Goldby. A high fastball is in there. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2, full count. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Armando Montes. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Vimael Machin is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Rough Riders are out in front, 6-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Chase Calabweed. Now the first pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Behind 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Fastball well outside. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And that's out number 1. Into the box, Lázaro Armenteros. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Next up, Danny Dunn. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. LeBlanc is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Rough Riders lead it 6-2. Jimmy Herget gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Frisco Rough Riders jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kyle Graves gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Trey Shupak couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss.
All right, so I just had my first start as a pitcher, and so far it looks like pitching might be my thing. I pitched pretty well, definitely pitched better than I played the field in my previous games, so we'll keep an eye on that and we'll see how things go, but it looks like pitching might be my thing. Alright, because I pitched so well in my pitching game, I think I am going to opt to be a starting pitcher in the starting rotation and then just play the field and bat in between games when I'm not pitching. I think that's the best way to go about this considering what I've seen of myself so far and how I play the field, how I pitch, and how I hit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this MLB Road to the Show series. After this first episode, the takeaways are I need to work on my infielding. Really, I just got to learn the mechanics of how to throw the ball after I field it. I'll pick that up, I'm sure. Just got to figure it out by trial and error. Got to work on my hitting a little bit. Got to work on making better contact. But all that will come in time. Like I said, this is the first baseball game I've played since Major League Baseball 2K11. So obviously that's a long time, about 10 years ago. So all that'll come back, you know, getting the feel for a baseball game mechanics. So I'm happy with the way it's going so far, and I definitely look forward to doing more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you make sure you see my new videos when they come out. And definitely keep an eye out for part 2. Part 2 should be coming soon. Alright, thanks a lot guys. I appreciate the watch. Have a good day.